would mark a destiny. Lieutenant Colonel Custer rode with confidence and pride, the 7th Cavalry at his back, 5 companies by his side. The Lakota, Cheyenne, and Arapaho had gathered by the stream. Their teepees stretched for miles along the valley's verdant scene. Sitting Bull had called them forth, their sacred lands to defend, while Crazy Horse prepared for war that none could comprehend. Arrogance was Custer's downfall. He thought he was the best of the best. Not even close was Custer's call. The native tribes were not impressed. Not impressed. Not impressed. Custer split his regiment into 3 separate commands, not knowing that before him lay the largest force of bands that ever came together on the northern plains to fight. 3,000 warriors strong beneath the blazing light. The general saw his glory in one final crushing blow, but underestimated those he deemed his mortal foe. He charged ahead with 200 men up that fateful hill, where destiny awaited with its cold and bitter will. Arrogance was Custer's downfall. He thought he was the best of the best. Not even close was Custer's call. The native tribes were not impressed. Not impressed. Not impressed. The battle cry rang out across the rolling grassy knoll as arrows filled the summer air and took their deadly toll. The cavalry fought bravely as they made their final stand, but they were overwhelmed upon that blood-soaked piece of land. Crazy Horse led charges from the north and from the west, while Gal attacked from southward, putting soldiers to the test. The blue coats fell like autumn leaves beneath the warrior's might, as Custer's dream of victory faded in the dying light. Arrogance was Custer's downfall. He thought he was the best of the best. Not even close was Custer's call. The native tribes were not impressed. Not impressed. Not impressed. The golden-haired commander met his fate upon that rise, his ambitions and his arrogance reflected in his eyes. The 7th Cavalry was broken, scattered to the wind, a testament to hubris and the wars that never end. The little Bighorn River ran red beneath the setting sun, as native people celebrated what their unity had won. But victory would be fleeting, for the government's revenge would come with greater armies and a fury without end. Arrogance was Custer's downfall. He thought he was the best of the best. Not even close was Custer's call. The native tribes were not impressed. Not impressed. Not impressed. The battle echoes still today across the windswept plain, where markers stand in silence for the soldiers who were slain. A reminder of the price paid when cultures clash in war, and how the mighty sometimes fall.